Hey everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. So I've allotted myself some time every week to try to make a good video, and I've been sitting here drinking coffee, taking a couple of bumps, and I just can't figure out exactly what I'm gonna make this week. Figure, hey, I got some shit laying around, I could scrape something together. I'll just wing it this week, as if I don't wing it every other week. Also, I'm trying to come up with something healthy because, believe it or not, I've gained 10 fucking pounds. I don't know how that happened. It happens really quick. You make one little decision and it sends you off the rails for 6 months. It's fucking crazy. So I'm trying to put something together that's healthy and also delicious. Let's see what I got. Okay, so I'm not gonna show you the inside of my fridge because I don't want to subject you to that horror, and I don't want this video to get pulled off of YouTube. Basically what I've scraped together is some broccoli, carrot, a little bit of onion, some eggs, obviously, I always have eggs, and some chicken breast. I think with this, I could come up with something kind of good, or just a fucking terrible concoction that you could, you know, feed to someone you don't like or someone that you want to die, basically. And of course I have spices and sauces and shit to throw on here, so we'll see how it fucking goes. I'm gonna skin this carrot like you would, you know, your ex-boyfriend's cock with a potato peeler. I'm going to behead this fucking broccoli. Cut up these breast pieces. By the way, I think it's really weird that they cut these into these shapes like this. It's like if dog dicks were made of chicken. Chopping up your penis, chopping up your penis. Almost forgot the cry like a bitch elixir. You might be complaining, oh, you're cutting vegetables and poultry on the same surface. Shut the fuck up, you pussy. Maybe I'm entertained by the idea of people getting sick by what I'm cooking. Fucking live a little, douchebag. People that worry about that are the same people who swerve when they see a rabbit in the road. Hit the fucker, dude. That's just somebody's food. I know a couple dudes would be stoked when they see a dead rabbit on the side of the road, man. On this side of the fence, we're gonna be mixing abortion and murder together. As you can see, I've grabbed the wok, which is what you grab if you're in the kitchen and you're an unoriginal cunt like me. Unoriginal Cunt will be playing at the Napa Valley Theater this Saturday. Just added some shitty canola oil on medium-ish heat. Dropping the chopped up doggy dicks in. Right along with my onion. Okay, so if you're not a fucking retard, which half of you are, you could tell that I'm basically doing a stir fry at this point. So a lot of this stuff is gonna go in pretty close together. I want it to all kind of cook together, but the main priority is to make sure the chicken is all the way done, which isn't that hard when you're cooking chicken breast. Also, I'm not waiting long at all to start seasoning. I'm doing pepper, a little bit of that, a little bit of cayenne. The dog named Cayenne. I powdered her up and put her in a bottle. Using this firecracker steak seasoning, because why the fuck not? Pretty hot, but it's a stir fry, so we want it to be nice and hot. Some good old fucking Morton soccer mom cocaine, basically. Chicken's about a quarter way done, so I'm just gonna go ahead and throw the broccoli in there. Yeah, is that a mistake? I don't, you know, heat's not high enough to really make a fucking difference in this case. So I'm gonna turn you guys on to something kind of cool. A friend of mine is obsessed with food storage, and she just chops up this garlic and puts it up in here. It just puts it in a food processor, chops it up, puts it in the freezer, and I guess it lasts like 8 or 9 months. So if you don't want to get your hands fucking garlic smelly every time that you use garlic in your cooking, you can do it this way. But I can't help you if you're finger fucking vampire hunters. Sorry. A little bit of that in there. We all like garlic. I know y'all do, and you guys keep asking me about garlic and shit. So here you go, you cunt. Letting it mix in. Obviously it's not hot enough, so I'm gonna bring the heat up a little bit, because I don't know why. I'm gonna heat up, let that moisture kind of cook up and burn off at the bottom. A lot of times stir fries end up being too moist. That's why you gotta keep the heat up and keep it moving. It's a stir fry. Stupid. Adding a little bit of racial diversity with our carrots. Mixing that up. The bottom is staying greasy but not too wet, so that's what I'm going for. And I knew it was kind of overdue for me to make a stir fry. I've had it requested quite a bit, so here you go. Okay, so I'm gonna add sauces now. I'm actually gonna bring the heat up a little bit more. There's some soy. Fucking fish sauce. A little bit of hoisin. Fish sauce actually does smell like an unkempt pussy, just to let you know. Teriyaki. Because what is a stir fry without a little bit of teriyaki sauce? It wouldn't be a winging it recipe without some sriracha. Shit it all over this thing. Bring the heat up even more. Let it kind of caramelize and burn out. If you find you're having a hard time getting it to caramelize without getting everything all soggy, I just scoop it off to the side and let it kind of boil down or reduce at the bottom, and then toss everything in it. Kind of helps. And then I'm scraping it right at almost the burning point. I think some of that is smoke, so that's part of cooking. Scraping it off the side again, and I have whisked up my egg, and I'm just gonna probably add a little bit more oil. Bring the heat back down to medium. A little bit more oil, and dump the egg in there. Nice flavored scrambled egg. Looks nasty, but I assure you it's good. Probably the wrong tool for this. All right, the egg is all done kinda, and I'm just gonna mix it back in. Easy peasy. You can choose to put egg in or not put egg in, but I recommend it if you like eggs. There's your steamy veggie mess right there. Look at that shit. There we go, take a look at that. Huh? Not so bad, not so bad. Take a little bite here. Fucking nailed it. I mean, let's be honest, if you fuck that recipe up, then there's something wrong with you, not the ingredients. It's a good little recipe if you're by yourself on a Saturday night and want to eat some stir fry and jerk off into some books. So, in other words, you every Saturday night. Anyway, thanks for watching me stumble around in my kitchen. I know this week wasn't the best, but who's counting anyway? Let me know how you would have changed this recipe, what you would have added or subtracted. The like if you liked it, of course. And go check out some of my other videos. They're probably better than this one. Have a great fucking day. Kick a bitch out of the kitchen, and I'll see you in the next one.